Hello and welcome to a colour recording for people born in the month of October to see how their April will develop for you. I'm Dr. Karen and this is Karen's Colours. For this month, I've decided on an oracle card that isn't really something that one would call an oracle. They predate the fashion for oracles. And in fact, they're blank on one side. They're actually wisdom from the elders, and I've long lost the package that came from this, but I've had this set of cards for decades. And they have some really interesting bits of wisdom for people. So I hope you enjoy those along with your colour reading. So let's get into it. October people. Let's choose some colours for you. And we begin with energy that you're bringing into April, and it's purple on grey. And we follow that with purple on yellow. And then we have green on red. And the underlying energy will be brown on white. Very well. Purple on grey. When grey appears internally, it's all about needing to overcome a state of confusion or uncertainty. There are decisions that need to be made, but those decisions have some fairly wide-reaching outcomes, and those outcomes depend on which decisions you make and which direction that you decide to go. Grey is talking about extremes. It's the extremes of black and white. What is known, what is unknown. Which direction are you going to choose to go? And in the real world, the purple says that it didn't matter which direction you chose, everything led to some form of major change. This is the energy that you brought with you into the month of April. There's been catastrophe, but there's also been a lot of fun too. Purple is child energy. It has to do with enjoying the smashing down of that tower of bricks so that you can make a new castle or tower. It's destruction and creation. And as a result of the choices that you needed to make internally, that destruction or recreation, something that has been overpoweringly dramatic, or it's been wonderfully fun to enjoy and to deal with. But as you come further into the month, that purple remains, but now instead of indecision, we have memory. Yellow internally is about learning and remembering. But when it's internally, it's often about fears. So whatever decisions you made coming into April, by the middle of April, you're starting to second guess yourself. You're starting to feel as though maybe I didn't make the right choice. And so now there is a sense of uncertainty and fearfulness that comes through, still allowing lots of dramatic change to happen in the real world. But that confusion doesn't allow you to feel as though you are comfortable where you are. There is some illumination. Yes, you do have some idea of how you got yourself into whatever mess you managed to create earlier in the month. But at the same time, there's no clear pathway as to where you're going to go next. By the end of the month, that has changed dramatically. Now we have green on red. Red internally means an upsurge of energy, of passion, of rage, of anger, of everything that enables you to feel as though you are ready to get out there, maybe punch out a few lights. Either way, it's to get started on something. And what is that something? Well, in the real world, The green on top says anything and everything that might come your way. You're looking for opportunities to deal with, to get stuck into. Green and red enables you to make choices, and those choices are based on whatever passion you are dealing with internally. What do you want? There's some options. What are you going to take? Whatever options takes your fancy, or takes your heart. It's asking you to follow your heart, to determine what your values are, and to head off in that direction, so that when you put those together, you end up creating a new life that is based on some real energetic way of looking at how to move forward. The underlying energy here, though, is brown on white, is that you've had to work for this. The white internally is that there's been a flash of enlightenment. Whatever it is that you were doing back here that caused such major catastrophe or calamity or change, or that you were having a great deal of fun with, now has turned into something where internally you're not really sure that you are satisfied with whatever those results were. There is a feeling that there is emptiness inside. You want something different. You want to make a change, but the changes that you've made in the past have not necessarily worked out the way that you wanted them to. So now you find yourself with the brown in the real world. Brown is about taking on a task, taking on a goal, an ambition, and working your way steadily and methodically towards the end goal. So here we have the underlying energy of you working towards something that you're not really sure that you know what it is, but there are certain skills that you want to develop, and those skills continue to serve you throughout the entire month, so that by the time you get to the end, once the passion has been ignited in the real world, off you go. Interestingly, red and green, when we mix those colors together, always become brown. So what you're doing here in your underlying energy, this working towards a particular goal, ends up splitting into, that's the opportunities, and this is the passion I need to take them on. So the goals become attainable. Let's have a look at the colors that are missing. There's no black, but you do have white. You have red, you have yellow, you have green. There's no blue, you do have brown. There's no orange, you do have gray. There's purple, there's no pink, and there is no cyan. So in all, you have 7 sets of skills that are working well for you. The white, red, yellow, brown, green, gray, and purple are all functioning in a way that enables you to move step by step towards a particular outcome. What is missing are black and blue and orange and pink and cyan. So the black is asking you to potentially take time out. Have a rest, relax. Stop driving yourself all the time. You can indeed shut yourself off for a little while to give yourself time to recuperate from whatever it is that has been driving you down here throughout the month. Blue is about duty and responsibility. Yes, there are things that you need to do, and you need to take care of them, and you need to make sure that those duties and responsibilities enable you to have an organized and orderly life. Orange is about drama and crisis, but it's also about survival. What is it that you need to overcome in order to obtain what you want? there's a certain amount of orange hidden within the brown. In fact, some people would say, artists in particular, that brown is merely a form of dark orange. That is, drama and crisis and survival taken to its extreme. So, are you in need of that sort of a skill? Pink is about love and vulnerability, but it's also about attracting other people into your life. Do you like what you are doing? Are you someone who is sending out vibes of cheerfulness, fellowship, friendship towards others? Are you kind? Are you comforting? Those are the issues that come with pink, and if you put them out, then they will be returned. And then finally, we have cyan. Cyan is the color of bliss and comfort and peace. It's also the color of connection. It's the color that's associated with creating relationships, of making connections between various things, including creating connections through intuition. So, are you activating your intuitive powers to determine which direction to take off in down here? Which are the correct and proper and most beneficial of the various different goals and opportunities that you can find down here? Cyan is asking you to create a peaceful life through making the right choices. So let's now look at the wisdom of the elders. Once again, gradually, very, very slowly, getting better at the shuffling stuff. But I'm going to not ever be able to do it as efficiently as most card readers. All right, let's take this one here. Slowly. And what does it say? Do what you love. What do you love? This is love. This is doing. What do you really love to do? When you've got that answer, go ahead and do it. Now, March has been an extremely difficult month for everyone across the world. There are things that have happened that are entirely out of our control, and as a result, all of our hopes and dreams are up in the air. I hope that this April reading for you has brought you some justification for the choices that you've made and for the direction in which you're planning to go. Certainly, if you remember to use the two colors, the one that is most appealing and the one that is least appealing from that list of colors that is missing from your life at present, that you find your way towards something that will give you not only relief, but also comfort as you move towards May. May April be a lot calmer, a lot better for you than March certainly turned out to be. And may the colours of your life bring you all that is necessary for your own higher good. Until next time, bye.